All right, so we're in our resistance band section of all of our workouts. So this is our resistance band. There's a few ways that we can actually use a resistance band. Typically for either upper body or lower body exercises, you would want to step in the band and you can either flip it with the hands or we can put it over our shoulders here and then step in the band for some lower body movements. Or another option as we do more lower body movements is putting it under our foot and then using this for both, again, lower body and upper body movements, okay? All right, we're gonna go into our banded squat now. So I'm gonna grab the band. Again, my feet are gonna be in the inside of the band. I'm gonna flip it over to where it's resting on the middle of my hand here with the elbows straight. I'm gonna be nice and upright with my chest. I'm gonna descend into my squat and then come back. So make sure we're pushing those knees open, keeping a nice upright torso, and then I'm gonna push through the ground from there. All right, we're gonna be doing the Spanish squat. So we want this band attachment to be a little bit lower than hip height. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put both legs in the band here. And I actually want the band to sit slightly above my knees. Okay, from here, I'm gonna be nice and upright. I wanna push the knees open and then I'm sitting straight down. Okay, think like you're trying to rip that band apart as you're squatting. I like to reach forward to kind of keep a little bit of balance and I'm keeping that nice upright torso position.
The next exercise we're going to show you is the goblet squat. So I have two implements here. I have my kettlebell and my dumbbell free weight. I'm going to show you a front view of our goblet squat and a side view of our goblet squat. So for this position, I'm going to use my dumbbell. First off, I like to think about where my feet are. I like to keep my feet shoulder width apart with my toes slightly pointed outward. I'm gonna grab the bottom of that dumbbell free weight, keep it close to me, and then I'm going to, in a slow and controlled position, go down, and then come back up. With the kettlebell, very similar, I like to hold the handles, same thing, keep the kettlebell close to me, we're going down, and then up. All right, the next lunge variation we're going to show you is the split squat. So the first two things I'm gonna need are 2 free weights or 2 kettlebells, nothing too heavy. So now we're going to start in the standing position. The dumbbells are by our thighs. We're going to slightly step back with one leg. We're in the static position. I really want to bring my knees over my toes here with my back straight. Calm down, and then come up, come down, and then come up. All right, the next variation we're going to teach you is a banded split squat. So we are going to double up our grip on the band. I'm going to take my left foot. I'm going to put the band between my shoes here. And then we're gonna get into that nice 90-degree angle. My right leg goes back, chest nice and high, and I'm gonna track my knee over my toe, and then come back up.
All right, we're gonna be doing our forward lunge. So I'm gonna start with the dumbbells by my sides. My feet are gonna be a little bit closer than hip width. I'm gonna take a nice big step out. So I'm gonna step out from here. I'm gonna get as low as possible now from this position. I wanna push off the ground and return back to the starting position. Then I can do the other side. Again, step, keep the chest nice and upright, and then push from here. Then we can just alternate legs. It's a forward lunge. All right, so we're gonna be doing the lateral lunge. I'm gonna start with my feet together. Whatever side I'm gonna lunge to, I actually want the dumbbells on each side of that leg. So since I'm gonna lunge to my right side, I'm gonna bring the dumbbells to be squared up with my right leg. I'm gonna take a big step out. I'm gonna keep this left leg straight while I'm loading up this right leg here, push off the ground and return. Okay, right back again. I'm gonna step out, keep the chest nice and upright, and then we're gonna come back in from there. All right, so we're gonna be doing our hamstring and leg extension combo machine. So there's a few ways before we get set up, there's a few ways we can adjust this machine depending on our limb lengths, especially if you have longer legs. You actually want the pad farther away from you. If you have shorter legs, I recommend having the pad closer to you. Easiest way to adjust this is you're gonna pull on this little knob here, and then you can slide it either up or away from you as you need. And for the quad extension, it's the same thing. We either go up or down. Again, for me, I have shorter legs, so I want the pad more up. All right, so we're gonna be doing our quad extension now. So now that we got the machine set up for our limb length, What we're gonna do for the quad extension is your legs are gonna go behind the pad, so it should be resting roughly around shin to ankle level for you. I like to firmly grasp the handles here, and then from here, I'm gonna fully extend the legs. I'm gonna pause, and I'm gonna control the way down from here. So especially with the machine, we wanna make sure we have a nice, smooth tempo, and then when we get to the top, we're really flexing our quads as hard as we can and control the way down.